Early in the morning, what is going on? What's going on? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. We about to get some news dropped on our asses. So let's prepare. Let's prepare. Now we're looking at the sandwich. What is the sandwich we're looking at? Are we looking to trade this? No, not really, because it's pretty volatile. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Apprentice being in the chat, man. I admire you. Madly dedicated to figuring this out, learning the way of the charts. Much love to you, Apprentice. Shout out to you, Jake Fro, my man, down in Gatortown, Florida. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and the fam damly are doing great. Rocking that Jeep on the beach. Staying safe. Much love to you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to jump into the charts. We got news coming at us in the next 5 minutes, man. So we ready here. We got our sandwich. We got our trade set up. We're looking for price to pump. We are in a little uptrend, micro uptrend here. Yes, we did get down, but we did push back here. We can see that we could possibly looking for the wick to the upside to catch the short on the downtrend. Now, right now, with the news, I'm only looking for shorts because of this violent downtrend. Okay, that is what I'm looking for right now. I took the long yesterday, a nice little profit up to this area. The trade setup was given in advance, okay? And a lot of us took that trade and made that profit. But right now we're waiting for the news to be launched at us like a beautiful t-shirt rocket launcher, okay? So we're I had to keep it PG because it's early in the morning. So we're going to pull up the calendar here like we normally do. We're going to let it load. We're going to watch the price action. We're going to hold our trade. Now, don't think I'm not trading this because I got my trade set up at 27.73, okay? If we pump up here, I'm ready to take that short. Just like you guys, I'm in it to win it, okay? So let's see if we get that push up. My trade setup is up here around 73. I'm looking for the push up and a rejection from these previous highs. We could maybe not get up there, but we were saying we were going to make it up to at least 26,900 yesterday on the long that we took from here, and we came up to that area perfectly. I got out early over here because I was happy with that. I was spending the day with Mrs. Otter, but we'll talk about that later. What we can do right now is just prepare for the news, okay? So we're going to get inflation. Right now, core inflation for me year over year, 4.3 previous, 4.1 is the consensus forecast. So if we come in hot, meaning if we come above 4.1, then we could be looking for a dump ski, okay? And if we come cold, we could be looking for a pump ski, okay? So vice versa. We're going to be prepared here. We got the news in 3 minutes, okay? So make sure you got your big boy pants on. You're ready for the pump or dump and preparing for the price action here. So hopefully inflation is cooling off for the general of the economy so that we can get a nice push up and we can all go back to being happy, okay? We're going to watch the price action. We're going to see if we come in hot or cold. Yo, Johnny Watchman, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by, man. We're just waiting for the news. To be fair, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. It's early in the morning, but we got up for you guys because, I mean, why not? It's a beautiful day to be alive. Right now, the sentiment is this. If we are going to look right now at the chart, okay, we got 2 minutes to get over this, okay? The 2-day is bearish AF, okay? The 2-day red dot confirmed. We were looking at that yesterday. The 12-hour here looks like it wants to curl up. Okay, so it's vice versa. Short-term time frame might want to have a bit of a push up here. Then on the 4-hour, looking to push, but the money flow is very much in the red. Then we go down to the 1-hour, and we can see we've gotten a lot of exhaustion to the bottom side here of pushing down on the momentum waves. We got the green dot confirmed, looking to push to the upside, okay? For me, there's no, it's just a continuation. I would like to see the dip of the toes here until I see a reversal kind of pattern with a bullish divergence, but I don't see that right now. We're stuck in the middle of the range, so there's no trade. We're waiting for the trade to either come up or down vice versa. Okay, so we're looking to come within these ranges. Right now we're in the middle of the range. For me, there's no trade, so we're just waiting to see what's going to happen with this price. Okay, that's kind of my thoughts for the next coming day right now, just for right now actually, because we could pump massively to the stratosphere. So let's watch this data come in and we will be ready. Okay, we will be ready. We got 1 minute. 1 minute till the inflation kicks off. Let's refresh it. We got it loading here. Oh, snap. We got to move up. We're getting to move up. Doing great. Driving to work. Tornado in Clearwater. Blew over some palm trees we planted. Oh, no good. About to go pick them up. Picks. So you're replanting palm trees today. That's okay. At least you have palm trees. Palm trees are cool, man. Palm trees are cool. We are loading here. We are loading. Core inflation. Core inflation 4.1. 4.1 or 4.3. Inflation rate 3.7. Is it going to come in hot? We're looking for 3.7 and 4.1. We are moving. We are moving. We got 4.1 and 3.7. Wow, it's even, man. They got it right. They've got it right. Wow, they got it right. 4.1 and 3.7. We have a 0.4. This is accurate too. And 0.3. Okay, so they're bang on with their targets, guys. They are bang on with their targets. Wow, I haven't seen that in quite some time. We're getting a little bit of a dump ski here. Let's see if anything perspires. Perspires is sweating, isn't it? Okay, so we're in even. Everything is as predicted. That's kind of scary to me. If they're being accurate with their predictions, to me, I don't think. To me, that seems like a bit of manipulation, but we'll have to wait and see here. We're not getting any clear movement. We're getting a push to the downside. Now we could be coming up. Maybe they're wicking us out to the bottom side. We're pushing up here. We're pushing up. Can we come up to that level of rejection around 27,000? That's what we're looking for here. I would like to see it come up to this level. Maybe even to this 27 here. Maybe just a little bit higher. We came to this perfect and touched it. But we have not had much of a reaction on price. Wow, that was underwhelming. But we have to wait and see because we know that the markets are opening up in an hour. Okay, so look at this. We're getting the push. Can we get up? So you'll be glad to know that I bit the what am I thinking? Yesterday I surrendered to your guys' thoughts. I got a new microphone, okay? We got one of the Shure microphones, USB still. It's whatever. It's better than this one. So hopefully my voice sounds better. So you don't have to be so annoyed by me. Or maybe you like being annoyed by me because I just give away everything for free. You know, try to help you guys as much as I can. Looking to do some promotions soon. Look, we're getting a little bit of a dump, so it's quite sideways here. Just like the news events. Okay, so when we go over all this beautiful data, we can see core inflation rate has come down. Okay, so this is good. We can see steady decline. The annual core consumer price inflation rate in the United States, which excludes volatile items such as food and energy, fell to 4.1. Okay, the lowest price in September 2021. So that's good. Down from 4.3 in the prior month, matching markets forecasts. On a monthly basis, core consumer prices rose by 0.3% from a month earlier in September, the same price as in August, also in line with the market estimates. Okay, a little bit of a dump here. Oof. Little bit of a dump. We do want to see that swing failure pattern to the downside. Okay, that's something also we are looking. AOC, can you show the right side of the chart where the prices are? Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. You want to see this? No problemo. East taking a little. East is just doing a little dance. No problem, brother. No problemo. Let's go to the heat map. Oh, we're getting a little bit of a dump here on Bitcoin. Little bit of a dump here on Bitcoin. Whew. Everything came in flat. Can this be the first move and then a move to the upside? That is the question here. Not much coming in. Not much coming in. Are they faking everybody out to the downside? Interesting. Pardon me. I'm still getting over a cold. So typically with these, we get 3 moves. That's what I like to see. Is we get the fake out. We get the initial move, then the fake out, then the actual move. Okay. So this could be the initial move. Then we get the fake out that we're looking for, and then the actual move. That's what I'll be looking for. So here it comes back up. A little bit of a move. Can we come up and see this? Because they're just trying to wreck as many people as possible. You know, they get some news and they're just trying to grab liquidity in the market. Keep it chopping, right? Keep it chopping. Supply and demand. Let's go. Supply and demand, baby. That's all it is. So right now, we got coffee. We're stuck in the middle of the range. We'll go through a top-down analysis of Bitcoin. We'll go through some alts if you guys would like. DDT, you're scalping the Euro USD? You're an animal. You're an animal. Look at that. Whee! Euro USD. Whee! That's shocking, isn't it? How you doing, DDT? Thank you so much for being here, my brother. Much love to you. Much love to you. AVAX getting dumped on. Oh. Bitcoin dominance. Bouncing off to support. Okay. Dixie to the moon. Dixie to the moon. Does that mean we're going to dump on the S&P? Does that mean we're going to dump on? What does the ES say? What does the ES say? The ES is still flat, okay? Still flat. We're waiting for market open. We'll be waiting at least an hour or so. We're getting a little bit of wickage here. Broit tanked Quicket. $20. Quickest $20 you've ever made. That's awesome, bro. I love seeing you win. That's awesome, man. Good job, DDT. DDT, my man. The myth, the legend, the guy with the wrench. Dave Digital in the chat. The man, the myth, the legend, the man with the wrench, okay? So, it looks like it came in pretty even here. So that's down. Why is this still loading? You've already done your job. So we've come back up, but now we're breaking even. Can this mean a sign for the good? Can we turn down? Okay. So the U.S. inflation rate has held steady at 3.7 in September, defying the market expectations of a slight decrease to 3.6. A softer decline in energy prices was offset by slowing inflationary pressures in other categories, including food. Meanwhile, the core CPI data, which excludes volatile food and energy prices, slowed to 4.1% year over year, making its lowest reading since September 2021. On a monthly basis, consumer price advances by 0.4%, easing from a 0.6% gain in August, but exceeding market expectations of 0.3%, while the core rate remained unchanged at 0.3%. Okay, so we can see, I don't know why the numbers aren't showing up here. Let's refresh it. So, forecast 3.7. Consensus 3.6. Came in at 3.7. So we'll have to see. It's a little bit hot. It's a wee bit hot. It's a wee bit hot. So we'll have to see. It's very minuscule. Very minuscule. But overall, it is still a bit hot. It's hot like DDT. Darren does things in the chat, man. Much love to you, Super Trader. So we'll be watching. We'll see how this reacts. But we're getting a major pump from the Dixie. Okay. Nothing to shy about. It's been a nice cool off for the Dixie, though. We got a lower low here, so you can see market structure has changed, right? Can we see some sort of head and shoulders reversal pattern? We would like to see the trend line being to the upside, but you can see we got the lower low here, which is very important for this to reverse if it's going to happen. Okay, this is not set in stone. We are getting a massive pump here on the Dixie, so we could be looking for a little bit of a push up here to grab some liquidity today at 27,000, or maybe even below that, around 26.9. We took that trade yesterday. Beautiful trade yesterday. We can go over that. Join us in the free Discord. Trade setup given in advanced, okay? Oh, look at this guy. Look at this smart man. Looking to take shorts here. Mr. Lunar Beach's crypto, okay? So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware we gave the trade setup in advance. 26,556, okay? We were looking for that dip down right here. I added everybody so that you could see the trade setup. And yes, I did target it a little bit high, but we did come up to 26. People asked, how high do you think it's going to go? I said 26.9. So you come over here, you see 26,550. So we got in right here. This was the trade yesterday. And we took it. And we made that bank. Okay, so make sure to join us in the Discord. Be ready for the little bit of announcements that we do give when we're ready. And then we are also saying in the Discord here on my TA setups that we are looking for two trades. Okay, 26,882. Okay, and that one we took. If we were to dip down, that 26,368, but 26,882. If you had taken that trade at 26,882, this would have been your trade setup. Okay, 26,882, and you would have been in profit. You could have paid yourself. You would have caught these wicks. Okay, you would have caught these wicks, either one, and you would have taken that down, right? And you could have made a nice little scalping profit there. So the trade setups were given in advance, just trying to help out. You know, if you wanted to take that trade yesterday, you would have made some profit, right? Same with the one from here. You would have made some profit. You could still be in that one from yesterday because that was a good entry, okay? So two trade setups given in advance yesterday, helping you guys out as much as I can to be profitable. That's what it's all about, right? So we're getting a little bit of a push up here. It looks like a continuation pattern. We can see the simple, oops, I grabbed onto that. We can see this beautiful move. Yes, we got the dip down, but we can see we're trying to get above these highs here. Okay. Still higher low in the short-term range here. So I'm going to keep our eyes on the prize. I'm going to expect more volatility. Okay, we can see the ES is finally taking that dump ski in relation to the pump on the Dixie. Okay. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. French Toaster, what's going on? Hola. Hope you're doing well, my man. Thank you for dropping by and saying hello. Much love to you, French Toaster, in the chat. French Toaster. So is that like, do you like French toast, French Toaster, or are you just like you French and you maybe identify as a toaster or something like that? I'm curious. So a lot of people are voting. Oh, people are voting Otter. So it's not going up or down. They're voting otter in the chat. It's interesting to see. So let's do some top-down analysis. We're still waiting here at 27K around here for that short for continuation of this downtrend, okay? Or we're looking for a swing failure pattern to the downside where we can look to long as well. So then we're looking for two trades. We're caught in the middle of the range right now. So for me right now, there is no trade, okay? That's kind of where I'm at. Let's go down and look at what we were looking at earlier before we started this stream so that you guys are aware. So weekly is going to be coming in shortly. Weekly to the upside, VWAP's pulling to the downside. Okay, so we could get a little cool off this weekly because we've had such a dramatic downside candle. Okay, so that's something to be aware of. Is that we are looking for this to come back downwards here. But what I would like to see, and I was saying this yesterday, is if we have this little bit of a momentum wave like this, we can look for a double green dot, okay? Because we haven't had, when we do get these green dots on the lower term or on the weekly time frames, we look for massive pushes to the upside, okay? But what I was looking at here, okay, so the 4-day is printed here. So the 4-day here, we're getting a red dot. It's not confirmed yet, but we're getting a red dot here on the 4, and it is triggering to the downside. Okay, so this is very bearish to me. To me, this is very bearish. The crossover, the trigger wave coming up and then pushing back down, money flow into the red, the posturing here. The 4-day looks bearish AF, so that's something to be aware of. Also, we were looking at the 2-day here for the confirmation of the red dot, and we got it. Okay, so this is another thing that I'm looking at, is that the 2-day, there's a lot more room. VWAPs to the downside. Yes, we could cool off because we have had such a dramatic push to the downside here. I'll keep that open for Mr. Jake Watchman here. So we have had such a push down. We would like to see coming back up to this 27,200, 27,000 area for a nicer pattern here. So we can see we got the up pattern. But we would like to see, if we were to continue down, we would like to see a little bit of a retracement back up. But for me, right now, we're just waiting, right? It is Thursday. It is dump day. We did get a little bit of hot inflation, but not too bad. So we'll keep our eye on that. But the 2-day red dot looking to play out, okay? Now, as we flip through here, now the daily and downwards, we are looking for a push back up, okay? So this is what I'm seeing here with the daily. I just really like French toast. I make some bomb-ass French toast. I'm not going to lie. Like, I make the French toast and I put cinnamon, icing sugar, and Canadian maple syrup on it. And, like, I'm telling you, bro, next level. Next level. I'm on that. I make some steezy French toast, man. Steezy French toast? Is that a way of saying it? I make some French toast, okay? So this is where it gets different for me. On the 2-day here, yes, trigger, we're coming over, confirmed VWAP to the downside. Money flow is has come up to the 0 line. We always look at the 0 line, and it pushes down here. We get pushing back. We were very oversold, or very oversold, and now we've come all the way back down. We didn't even make it past the 50 line here. So this to me is looking bearish and a continuation back down. Now where would price like to go? So let's go over to the daily, and simple. We can just pull the volume, right? And we got levels here. We got the point of control. Yes, that makes sense to me. We are currently bouncing off of this beautiful if we pull it to here, 786, right? So we've bounced off to 786, which is pretty cool. I just need to know if Grandma is going commando today. Oh, we gave you a wrench, but we don't regret it, man. We gave you a wrench, but we don't regret it. Oh, we love you, Dave, even though you do sometimes make me question myself. You're the best decision I ever made. Okay? So naturally, we want to see this fall down a little bit more. Okay, so we're bouncing off to 786. Do we have another alignment? I think we do. I think if we pull from here to here, yeah, there's a golden pocket down below us. Put the pants on, Grandma French toaster. That sounds really good with the maple syrup. Oh yeah, it's all about that Canadian maple syrup, though. You got to have that authentic Canadian maple syrup. So you can see with this range too that we have volume nodes here, here, and here. So this 26,500, 26,000 area is our bounce level. Okay, right now we are still in an uptrend, in my opinion. We are still in this beautiful, beautiful higher high situation, right? So depending on how low we get here is what's interesting. Okay, I do not want to see us. Oh, if we come down to the point of control here and break 26,000 and make a lower low, then we're looking for something like this, right? If we don't make that lower low and we keep this a little bit up here, we're looking for something like this, right? So this is kind of a make or break situation here where Bitcoin is fighting to push higher. Even though we've had such a heavy dump ski on our hands, right? It is healthy for us to come back, retrace, and push forward, okay? They take the ladder up, but they take the friggin' fire pole down sometimes, okay? So we need to be aware of what's in front of us. My nose. Okay, so things change for me on Market Cipher on the daily. Okay, so for the next couple of days, this might push back. Okay, because we're coming down to the zero line here, and we might touch the zero line and push back up. Okay, so something like this, where we touch the zero line and we push back. We touch the zero line, we push back up, right? We could get something like that, then a continuation downtrend. Okay, we could get something like that, or we could get something like this, right? But we can see the posturing of the VWAP's horizontal here. Okay, so that's my leading indication that, yeah, we've pushed down quite dramatically, but can we push back up? And now what leads me into thinking that? Because we got a wick here that's quite deep, right? Quite deep of a wick. Then we go into the 12-hour, okay? So what does the 12-hour say? The 12-hour tells me that we are trying to push back up, okay? The 12-hour says we are very, very oversold. Right? We're very oversold. We have this continuation to the upside here. We got lower low and higher high. Okay. So is this a bullish divergence on the 12-hour? Let's see, my friends. Let's see. So this is what's changed my opinion here, is that maybe we want to see a continuation of this downtrend, but maybe, just maybe, we get a little bit of a pushback here, okay? This is something to keep in mind. We could get a little pushback up. Money flow is in the green. VWAP's posturing to the upside. Stochastic is starting to flatten out. So for me, this is something to be aware of in the next coming day, right? So we're going to get a couple prints here. So we'll wait in 11 hours. We'll see if we get a green dot. And then we'll see if we have the confirmation. And by that, it'll be too late because it'll be pushing upwards, okay? So I'm not saying jump into a trade right now, but I'm saying we look for a long down at this 26,000, 26,500 level, and we could be pumping back to the upside. Okay, so there is an opportunity here for a possible long to present itself. Okay. 8 hours, same thing, curling over, no green dot, VWAP to the zero line. Can it get rejected from here? Okay, interesting things as we flip down. Now we get into the 4 hour. The 4 hour here, to me, is a bit different. Okay, so it is a bit different because the money flow is such in the red. We got such a push down. We're very oversold, but the money flow is so in the red. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we took the trade yesterday. The way I found the trade yesterday, very simple. I looked at where we're coming down. We came down to this area here. Okay, so how do I find a level within this area? Well, I go where there's the most volume traded. Okay, so I'm looking for this area. Where do I see volume? I see it here and I see it here. I don't see it really over here or anything like that, right? I don't see it up here, right? That's not in line with this area. So what I did, and a lot of people have their own way, but what I did is I kept it simple, and I'm like, okay, so where's the price trading here? So I pulled the fixed range volume profile across, and I got the point of control, okay? So the point of control, I shoot it over, and that's what gave me the setup for yesterday. See? We all have our ways of finding this, okay? Also, you could have said, hey, let's pull the fib, man. Let's pull the fib. So you pull the fib from swing high to swing low. You get a 786, okay? There's confluence, okay? Confluence is great. They say technicals don't work. Yeah, right. Okay. So that's why we're here, and that's why we're profitable, okay? So 786, bounce. That would have been even, oopsie, that would have been even more accurate if you used the 786, okay? So this is how we find confluence throughout the range. This is how we find trade setups that aren't even presented on the chart, okay? So we look where price is trading. We find little ranges to transfer over volume profiles. We use Fibonacci's, right? There's many things to help us throughout this chart, okay? How do we find this top? I believe we used this Fibonacci extension. Yeah, this is what we used here. Fibonacci extension to the upside. Look at that. Swing low to swing high to swing low, right? Extends it up. Look at that. 1-to-1 ratio. Perfect, right? There's many ways of finding. So learn how to use your tools. Make sure that you go and watch some tutorials. We got a couple in our channel. We'll do some more. But right now, very interesting, right? If we go swing high to swing low to swing low. So we could possibly pop up to here. Why didn't the crypto market move for the core inflation news? So for me, the reason why it didn't move as dramatically as we would have liked is that it was pretty flat, man. It was pretty flat. So you can see with this inflation news, right? We're forecasting and we're hitting the same numbers, okay? So that to me says it was baked in. It was baked in. It was really just like, okay, if this came in high, like if this core inflation came in at 4.5, major dump, right? And if it came in really low, major pump, right? Like, so for me, the more these deviate, because this isn't accurate stuff, man. This is like however they want to do it. Darren Does Things got a meeting now. Catch up later, Otters. Thank you so much for dropping by, DDT. Much love to you, bro. Have a great day, man. To me, right here, these weren't deviated from the price so much. So, in my opinion, because they weren't very far off of what was predicted, you didn't get much of a move, okay? It was baked in already. When we get a big deviation from these numbers to what actually is forecasted, then we can look at more volatility. So let's go over and look at Trueflation here. What is Trueflation telling us? Okay, so this is U.S. inflation aggregate. So this means that the spending, to me this says that, wow, we are down dramatically in spending. This is new. We could talk about the inflation aggregate another time. This means we've lost 20% buying power, I believe, in my opinion. But if we look at the inflation rate here, we are presenting pretty sticky inflation. Okay, yeah, we've came down after all these cuts, but look, we're chopping at 26.5 or 2.5%. Okay, on Trueflation. To me, this is saying that inflation is sticky. To get inflation under that 2% mark is going to be a tough go for the Fed. Okay, just because of how much they've printed on our asses, right? Then we go over to the CME Watch tool. Make sure you guys have all these things to take a look at, okay, and go through and click on these things and read them, right? And get a better understanding for yourselves, because it's important to read these things. It can be boring, okay, but it's important to have a general understanding of all these things, okay? So this was at 88% yesterday. So this means we're not getting a hike. 5.25 525 to 550. This means we're not getting a hike, okay? So it's pushed up even higher. We're only at 8% now, okay? Now we go over to December. We can see 62 60% we're not getting a hike, 36. So this is possibly creeping up because they said they wanted to stay higher for longer. They might have to hike one more time, okay? And then you can compare where is it? Probabilities, okay? So probabilities is important to look at too. So when can we look for easing, okay? So look, 525 here is where we're at, right? So this is 90%. We're going to stay here, right? When does it look like we're going to possibly start to ease and come down, right? We want to come down. So the first one, look over here, and we can see that is in March, April, May. So May of next year, we are looking to cool off. Okay, so that's kind of the target. That's the probabilities. So get a feel for these, understand them, and look at where we're heading, right? So right now, it looks like we're going to have a little bit more pain or sideways action until Christmas at least, right? And then maybe in January, we start to relax a little bit. So it's very important to note these things and keep yourself updated and aware of what's going on in the market so that you can make better decisions financially for yourself and your family, right? Because it's all about being able to take care of your family, learn how to trade these charts, learn what the sentiment is, join us in the free Discord for the setups, right? You can always type in /FG, look at the fear and greed. It was at 50 yesterday. What's it at today, right? 45. Okay, so there's a bit more fear after that big dump, right? So this is very important to note as well. It's like, what is the emotion of the market? Because markets are very emotional things, right? Why does everybody buy at the top? Because they don't want to, they FOMO in, right? Oh my God, we're going to the moon. And then they dump it on your ass, right? Right now is not the time to buy. When everybody's scared is the time to buy, right? This is why we bought down here. So for me, it's learning the psychology of trading. It's learning what's going on in the global markets and what's going on around us as well. What's up, Otter Gang? What did I miss? Tony Soprano. We are getting a new microphone, my man. We are getting a new microphone. We bit the biscuit. We were like, we're going to get a new microphone at 500 subscribers. And I'm like, we'll just get one. We'll just get one. So we're starting a poll. No beavers here, Mark. There's no beavers here. We're doing a poll just for you. The poll is, I like to trade in my cowboy boots, in my banana hammock, naked like Mark, or 3-day-old track pants. What's going on, Mark Dutch? Hope you're doing well, my man. Anthony Soprano, you just came just in time for the gross polls, okay? Well, we were waiting for some volatility here. We getting a big dump and pump from the ES. The Dixie is pumping to the moon. And a lot of you guys are trading in banana hammocks. We were talking about our trade setup we gave in advance yesterday. We were also talking about what we're looking for the macro environment. Now we're looking at what trade setups can we find today. Okay? Hammock for sure. You guys. Animals. I love it. Okay, so key level of support here. There's a level of resistance at 27,000 and a point of control down below us, right? So do we want to fall lower? Quite possibly. But let's take a look at what we got here. So we got the wee. We're going to spin the otter for some fun today. So we are looking for, today, we are looking for a pump and dump. Pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump. That's what we'll be looking for today. And let's jump into it. So we have a lot of levels here. A lot of support and resistance. Okay, mark them out. Find your key levels of where you think price is going to have a reaction. Then put boxes around where you think you're going to be looking for those trades, okay? So these are my boxes. These are my levels that I trade with every single day. Always sharing them with you guys in order to help you guys be profitable, okay? We want to be profitable. Jake Fro hit the like button. That's the man. The man, the myth, the legend, dropping by. Jake Fro saying, there's 11 viewers in here. Let's smash up the like button. Let's get it out to more people. Come on now. What are we doing? Where's the support, man? Where's the support? Where's the support? That was at Frankie's place. Oh, that's great. You guys are awesome. We bought a microphone, so we're going to sound all crispy. Okay, so we're looking for price to push up here to come to this 27,200 area possibly, where we can look to take a short. Crimson Caravan Company, get down, stop whining. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Get to the chopper. Well, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so Bitcoin's looking to push here. We're either looking for this. So we were talking about this morning. Swing failure to the bottom side here. Okay. Or a push up and a rejection off of here. Right now, middle of the range, no trade, no bueno. We got the news. We got the massive push on the Dixie. We got the massive dump on the ES. We'll wait for markets to open and see what's going on with the rest of this. But the 4 hour here, curving to the upside, trying to push back after such a dramatic push down the past day. Okay, so we'd like to see this come back up. This is where we see this come back up, right? We get a nice rejection, right? And then we continue downwards, okay? Money flow is the leading indicator here. How thick in the red can we go, right? The one worry I have is we're becoming very oversold, so we would like to see some relief before we continue downwards. The outlier here is the 12 hour, okay? The 12 hour money flow is still in the green. VWAP's posturing to the upside. We're looking to curl over here. And we're also looking for the bullish divergence continuation, hidden bullish divergence continuation to the upside, okay? So we'll be watching this in the next day to see what transpires from here, okay? The 4 hour looking to curve back up. Posturing is turning green. VWAP is above the 0 line, turning up, okay? But this can be very short-lived, okay? Very short-lived. So green dots confirmed, pushing to the upside. Now let's flip down to the 3. See, we're getting closer to the 0 line. Green dot closer to the 0 line. So with these shorter term time frames, don't just be like, okay, once we get down here, we get a green dot, we're moving to the upside. Okay, that would have helped you a little bit, but not entirely. Okay, because you can get a red dot yet again within these smaller term time frames. These change quite often. Red dot, green dot, right? So you can't just trade the dots. You got to look for confluence. You got to look for key levels of support and resistance where we can look for price to move higher in order to grab these trades. Okay, so for me, right now, I'm sitting on my hands waiting for price to push up, get rejected, and continue downwards. Right, the trend is your friend. So mostly looking for a short today. Right? And then I would like to see it come down to 26,000. 26,000 is kind of this point of control. You know, that beautiful point of control. If we lose 26,000, we're going down to 25. Sorry to say, but thank you, Mark Dutch, for coming through. Much love, man. Much love, brother. Thank you for dropping by. Much love. So, push up is coming up here. We see the green dot. We're looking for a continuation to the upside. And then a dump. Okay? Going over the 30-minute, we can see reversal triangle here. That's from the volatility, most likely. All the volume coming in. We turn the volume on and we can see massive spike here. That's the news, right? That's the news. Here's the aftermath. Okay, so volume did get a push down and a rejection here. Here's the volume. So we can see with this candle, massive push down, rejection to the upside. So this tells me this wants to continue up, right? You can find things such as these candles and volume. So look at the volume. Always look at volume. Look at what happened before the news. They tried to push down. Bulls held it up so that to me says continuation. Then we wait for the continuation to the key level. Then we look for the entry, right? Whether it's the bearish divergence, continuation to the downside, exhaustion, whatever it is. But this is telling me to wait for the move up where I can look for a possible trade setup. Maybe we get the higher high here and the lower low and the bearish divergence. Okay, so there's many things to keep an eye out here which will help us confirm entries. Okay, confirm entries. Posturing to the upside on the EMAs, volume's good. VWAP is sitting below us right now. Very interesting to see. TPOs. Okay. So right now, sitting on my hands, gonna be patient. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is pushing back up. It is popping off. Okay, Dixie is pushing back up. We did have this downtrend. It has put in a lower low, but it is pushing up today, which is okay. Dixie's been super strong. The ES is taking quite a beating to the downsides because of this news pushing the dollar upwards. Okay, crypto, looking across the board here, we can see that everything is pretty much in the red. Down 2.5%. Let's go over the heat map. Let's see what's going on. So for me, I can see pretty flat on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's check it out. Okay, Hedera's up. Hedera's up. That's interesting to see. We can see Link is getting quite a smackdown. XRP coming down. Very interesting to see. Not much of a reaction as we were looking for the beautiful Bitcoin price. Ethereum is looking to fall, man. This is one thing I wanted to note to you guys, that Ethereum is not looking healthy at all, okay? Not looking healthy at all. We look to come back down to this 1460 area if we lose this support that we're at currently, okay? Good morning, Otter Gang. Looks like we're waiting on stock market open for some real movement. No kidding. No kidding. Good morning, Lunar Beaches Crypto. I know I've liked and subscribed to your channel. I don't know about the others, but I'm definitely here. We started the stream early. Trying to help find some levels. We're waiting at that 27K for that short. That's kind of where we're at, man. Waiting for that short. Hope you're doing well, my friend. It's Thursday. It's supposed to be a dump day, and we got the dump on the ES. We got the dump on the ES, the pump on the Dixie. So that to me says that we want to come down, right? May not happen right away. Might be lagging. It's scary if we continue downwards, man. These alts are right at a very crucial level of falling off into the abyss, man. Lots of things are right there. So for me, it could be detrimental to the altcoins. The only things that are really holding up are like weird ones, like Solana's holding up. Doge is dying, right? XRP is holding up because of the news, but really it's dying. Massive. Even things such as like Quant's dying as well. Like, these are good projects in my opinion. Quant's a great project. BNB holding on for dear life. Algo just gotten wrecked, you know. Said H-bar is getting a bit of a pump. I don't see much of a pump for this. It's scary, man. These guys are getting... I mean, who's got the money to buy up these things right now? Look at Jasmine, man. Jasmine is just getting destroyed. Nothing is dying. Such a hyperbole. It's all dying. Come on, we got to add drama to the effect here. What are your 3 coins? Okay, if you're going to ride 3 coins into the bull market, what are you riding, right? What are you riding 3 coins, okay? I'll look at Soul for you right now, my friend. Let's look at Solana, Bobana, the one that SBFana dropped to the basement. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at, Solana here. Yeah, boy. We got our sandwich, okay? Always make a sandwich. We always like a good sandwich. BTC, ETH, and XRP. Ooh. I like it. So Solana, Bobana, Fee-Fi, Fofana. Let's go. Okay. So this is where we drag up our beautiful box. You can see the big volume we're trading at, okay? So Solana is in this range between $19 and $27, okay? Good morning, Jeet Corp. Hope you're doing well. So we got ADA, Solana, and Link. So I got BTC, ETH, and XRP. Caspa, HBAR, and ADA. Ooh. And then we got VRA. Interesting. We'll take a look at VRA for you, Jeet Corp. No problem, my man. No problem. So Solana, let's look at the weekly. What does the weekly look at Solana? Weekly is green dot to the upside, just like Bitcoin, okay? Just like Bitcoin, but it's starting to curl over. This is dangerous. So looking like it's going to pull back here on Solana on the weekly, okay? What does the 2-day say? Because the 2-day on Bitcoin is very bearish. Okay, the 2-day is confirmed. So it looks like downside on this triangle, but we look for this uptrend to hold, okay? So we like, for me, I would like to see Solana come down to this $20 area. Okay, we're below these. We'll get rid of these, but we can see key levels of support and resistance. You can simply pull the volume from this area here and take a look. So we're below the point of control. It's very choppy within Solana, okay? Yes, it got hit the hardest by SBF, but that means it came out the hardest too. So it's actually bounced quite nicely in this continuous uptrend. We want to see that continue, and we want to see it get to this point, okay? When we get to this point, well, that's a symmetrical triangle, so up or down is kind of where you're looking. But to me, it's the sandwich here. So we're looking to trade within this sandwich. We can narrow it down within the range, but with Solana, this is looking very healthy. It's popped up. It's continued to make these higher lows. Up, chop sideways, up, chop sideways, down. Now we're looking for a chop sideways. So as it chops sideways, we can look for Solana to possibly kick off here. So falling downtrend wedge, possible pump to the upside, okay? But right now, we let Bitcoin lead the way, and we'll see if alts follow, okay? So you can pull a fib here. You can look for a bounce off of key level of support. So my key level of support would be this one here at $20, just below, and that's where I'd be looking to long if we're looking for a bounce here, right? And that's all the way up to that 27 top of the sandwich, okay? And then if we get up there, we look for the bearish divergence and a continuation downwards. So you can see we're very much oversold on the 12-hour here. Then we jump into the 4-hour, looking for that continuation to the upside. That's what Solana is really saying to me. It's continuation to the upside once we're a little bit exhausted down here. But if we are to fall, that's bringing us down to this key support. So draw that key support into your charts, right? And make sure that you're looking for the bounce off of there. So you can look for something like this, right? The continuation and the chop sideways. So falling wedge, right? But for me, Solana has held up, which is surprising to me because a lot of us thought back here that Solana was a goner, right? Solana at $7, right? Wild. So we got ADA, Solana, and Link French Toasters holding. So I like ADA. I like Link, and I like Quant. But I mostly hold BTC and ETH. Okay, so I do have allocations there, but I mostly hold BTC and ETH. Just for exactly what Lunar Beach has said, is safety, right? For me, I don't need to risk that much capital. I'd be happy with a 5x, 4x. I'm very happy with that. So for me, it's mostly BTC. Like I'd say like 60-70% BTC, then like 10% ETH, and then 5 for Link, Link, Quant, ADA, and Matic. Okay, I like Matic because I think ETH is slow, and if I believe in ETH, I believe in Matic kind of deal. I think they work together, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Bitcoin flat as fuck right now, so 10 minutes. So we'll look at VRA. VRA in the crypto space. So VRA USDT spot or perpetual? Let's go perpetual. G Corp, you're asking me to look at this? Man. Okay, guys. What do you guys think? I think this looks like this looks hammered into the ground, man. Looks like a rug pull to me. This is the 4 hour. Is this a new? This thing isn't even. When's October? Is there more data on VRA? Maybe on KuCoin. Okay. Oh, man. I'm like, what am I looking at here, man? What have you done to me? What have you done to me? Look at KuCoin. Okay, that's a bit better, isn't it? Shows you where you look. That's the key level right there, okay? In my opinion. I mentioned we just got rejected just like in 2019. I remember you mentioning that, Tony Soprano. No problem, Toaster. No problem, man. G Corp, I thought you were giving me the dirty, man. I thought you were giving me the dirty. Okay, so all-time highs, 8 cents, almost 9 cents. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Good recovery, kind of flat now. So you have two, from what I can see, you have two levels of key support and resistance, right? Let's pull volume from here. Let's zoom in and take a look. Okay, this is on the weekly. Big wick up, big push, man. That's good to see. And the weekly still looks kind of bullish coming up to the zero line, but obviously massive rejection. Okay, massive rejection off of this volume node up here. So coming back into this very choppy range. As you can see, we have a very choppy range here. So we get rid of this one. Came up to this point of control. So we have volume up here. And then we have volume down here. So that's how I'd divide it, right? That's how I would divide it. Now I would come in here. I pull the volume for here. And then I'd zoom in. Okay, so now as we zoom in, where is most of the volume being traded? Well, we're basically there. Right? Chop City, but massive push up, man. Wicked push up. Right? Looking to come back down and probably test these lows around 4 cents here. Yeah, so that's where I'd be looking for price to head. Oh, that's not 4 cents, man. That is 0.00, whatever, 4. Okay, 406. 40. We'll go 40. Yeah, that makes sense. 40. Huck, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Looking to stack hodl bags of it, yeah. So if you're looking to stack here, man, I mean, you zoom out. The lowest, like I would say, a good area here is around 35, right? 35. This was key support, or this was your main stop on your way up through the bull run, right? Then it was a main drop spot, and it's held up here, right? So we are in a downtrend here. So I mean, you can mark out these support and resistances on your way down, right? And maybe have, 10% here, 10% here, maybe 40% here. But if you do get the bounce from here, you can allocate on your way up as well. Good morning, Mrs. Otter. How are we this morning? Mrs. Otter is leaving tomorrow for today. Tomorrow. Today at 11 or 12, so it's tomorrow. Mrs. Otter, say goodbye. Ta-ra, bloody hell, she's going to bloody England. She's leaving me, mate. So, we're just talking about this Veracity coin. Yeah. How are you this morning? Are you sad? Mrs. Otter is sad that she's leaving. She's going to spend time with her mom. It's her mom's 60th, which is pretty cool. So, she's getting on a plane, going to England, then going to Spain. Don't you dare think about following my wife. You all right? Yeah? I love you too. You're cutesy wootsy. I gotta go and help the guys. Okay. So yeah, look for it to come back down to this area. Your range has been very choppy here ever since April, right? So this is since April. So you got to remember, this has been quite a long dragged out process, right? You have made a higher high here, so this is something to be aware of too. This could be a change in market structure. So as you've come down, you've popped back up, right? And you've made a higher high. So this could be a continuation. As long as you don't lose this low, it looks like you could be making a higher low, right? So this could be a possible shift in trajectory where you're looking to finally break out, right? Because this is so low, right? You could be finally looking to break out. So be aware of that. But we are in a bear market, right? So this low can come all the way back down here. And as long as we stay above this could be bullish, okay? This could be bullish. Massive move. I don't know if this was triggered by news or something, but interesting to see. But yeah, I wouldn't panic. If you're looking to hold it long term, then yeah, down here would be great. Okay, so we got 3 minutes until market opens. Gonna take a look at Link quickly. So Link has gotten a push back finally. We were saying that it was going to cool off. It has. Okay. Downwards flag here after such a massive push up. Okay, so Link has been quite nice looking recently, pushing its way to the upside. So we're looking for it to continue its way up. We need Link to hold this support down here around $7. Okay, so that would be my target for these lows, and then possibly a push back up. Huck asks, thoughts on CKB? Let's take a look at CKB before the market opens here. Bitcoin quick check is dumping a little bit here. So we've gotten a little bit of a push down. That's probably because of the ES falling and the dollar pushing up. Okay, so maybe it's a fake out. Not coming to our key levels just yet. So going over to CKB. Let's look at CKB in the place to be. We'll throw that one up into our random cryptocurrencies and alongside with CKB here. So the CKB looking to fall. Oof. Okay. CKB. Look at this. This is support, man. You're at support. Bye-bye, Mrs. Otter. GMA Otter has the watch. Yes. Always looking out. Great community. You guys are the best. We got a new microphone on the way. We're going to sound crispy, baby. Crispy. So looking, we've been stuck down here since May, since June. Okay, he's back. We can part A. So you do have some support below you if you lose this level, and then you have resistance above you. So with CKB, if you're looking to trade this, it's been chopping in this range, okay? It's been chopping in this range. It's quite... Yeah, it's... I wouldn't be able to... I don't know. I'm not going to say I wouldn't be able to trade this. I just wouldn't want to trade this because... I mean, if you're shorting and longing, this could be quite nice, right? But right now, it looks like you're ready to roll over. Right, this is your support. You look for the long entry here. If you're following this trend, you're looking for the support to be here. Right? It does look like it's a much heavier push this time. Going over the 4 hour. Yeah, so you want to see it hold this level. Very easy support and resistance right now with this. If you're looking at dollar cost average, you could lose this and come back down to these levels here at 0.00000. Right, so you want to see this hold at 2.5, okay? At 2.5 we'll call it. But you have some key support below you. Just use simple support and resistance. If you are looking to trade this, then, I mean, pull the range. Pull the range. See at the value area low. You want to work your way back up to the top here. Short and long, short and long. It's been chopping sideways ever since mid-August, right? So I would go with that. That's just trying to keep it simple for you, my friend. Just trying to keep it simple because, you know what? It's an alt. We are very aware that it's had massive moves, but yes, it's cooled off and chopped sideways. It looks like it's holding this pretty well, though, so that's interesting to see. That's interesting to see. So market is open now. We're getting the dump ski that we were planning on. The ES, let's switch that over to the S&P 500 and see how we have opened up just now. And the S&P is opening up high, but we're expecting it to curl back down as it is right now. Look at the S&P is opening up a little bit high. Can we see this push back down just like the ES has because of the news coming in a tiny bit hot? Okay, now the Dixie is pushing up. So red blood diamond on the 24. Okay. This could be a fake out, okay? We're getting some movement, but this could be a fake out. We need to be patient and let the price come to us. Let it dictate. Let it do the way it wants to move. It's going to move no matter what. We're not here to wish. I used to, when I was new, I used to try and tell the price which way to go. You know what I mean? I'd jump into a long here, and I'd be like, you need to go up. Okay? So right now it's like, okay, we're getting a little bit of a push down, right? Let's go into the 5 minute. Push down. $786 bounce. $786 bounce. $786 bounce. Golden pocket bounce. Okay. So we get the news. Now everybody and their brother is bearish. This is my... Okay, so this is the initial move. Now we'll look for the fake out, and then we're going to look for the dump. Okay, that's what we're looking at, the 3 move, okay? The initial move, the fake out, and then the dump. So for me, this is the initial move. This is the initial move. Get the shorts in. Wreck the shorts. Wreck the longs. Okay? So that's what I'm thinking. Hope you're doing well, Huck. Thank you for dropping by. Much love to you, man. CKB in the place to be. Bitcoin looking to go sideways right now. On the 5 minute, below the VWAP. Getting some volatility. Not too much right now. Not too much. We had the initial volume of the news that came in. Didn't move us anywhere. Okay, so now we've chopped sideways. Now we're getting the initial move. The S&P has opened up positive, looking for this to curl downwards, but right now it's not doing so. The Dixie is strong, pushing to the upside. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is pushing back up after bouncing off the support. Not a heck of a lot moving on with this. We could be delayed here a little bit with all this information coming in, the market has probably baked it in, but we're definitely seeing a little bit of a push down here on the Bitcoin price, okay? Bitcoin price is pushing down. We have two key levels that we're looking at today. We're looking for price to come up to 27,000, swing failure for a continuation of this downtrend, right? The trend is your friend, so we're mostly looking for shorts here today, right? But we would like to see some relief, okay? The oscillators are pointing to the upside here. On the short-term time frames, they are all pointing to the upside, but then as we get into the 2-day, the long-term ones, the 2-day, you can see we're getting red dots and curling over, okay? So the long-term time frames looking bearish, the mid-term time frames looking a little bit more bullish, and then the short-term time frames are also looking like they want to push up. You've seen the move, okay? The move has been very steep to the downside, okay? So we want to see a little bit of relief and then a continuation, if anything. So that's kind of our thoughts. Our thoughts don't necessarily match the technicals all the time, so we need to be aware of what the market is doing now. We can see the Dixie is pushing up, which naturally means that people are holding more dollars and less risk on assets, right? Holding more dollars means S&P and stuff comes down. I didn't mean to do that. So we'll be patient here. Let's see what happens, and nonetheless, we'll be ready to make these trades as they come. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel, smashing the like button, being part of this community. I'm very, very grateful to every single one of you guys. We even went and bought a microphone yesterday. Like, for me, I'm not trying to profit off of you guys. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just doing this for free to help you guys be profitable in the long term, create a healthy, safe community for all of us. We got the rejection here from the Tony Soprano talking about the beautiful, beautiful support band. Okay, we're getting rejection. Rejection. Okay, that bull market support band. Rejection. That's the Ben Cowan uses this a lot, right? So you can see it's holding to be true. It's holding to be true. Very interesting stuff to see here. Initial move. Now let's see them get wrecked. Let's see them get wrecked. Everybody's yawning. Come on. Where's this price action, baby? That's just a sign for me to exit. So I'm very grateful for every single one of you guys. You can see what's going on. We're going to be patient here. We're going to wait it out. Today is my last day to spend with Mrs. Otter for 2 weeks, so I'm going to go and do that because learning how to trade has given me the life where I am able to take a step back and spend time with family. Life of freedom. Yes, we love the charts. Yes, we love trading. But being a profitable trader, finding a life of freedom, this is why we do it, so that on days like this, we can go and hang out with the missus. Right? So here we're getting the push back up. This is the fake out. Now the push back up. We're still looking for the short at 27,000. Okay, but we want to see a little bit of movement here before we jump into anything. So, from the new desk, we got a new microphone coming. We've added some safety things to our Discord. Join us in the Discord. Just trying to help you guys be profitable, right? Thank you guys for your support. We'll continue to try and help everybody in the space as others have helped me. So make sure to like, subscribe, hang out with Mr. Lunar Beaches Crypto this Sunday. Good show. I'll be there, hopefully. Yeah, come on. Mrs. Otter ain't around. I'm going to be a free man. Oh, man. So this is the plan. Make the sandwich, okay? Don't trade the good stuff. Let the price come to you. I'll let you know what I'm looking at in the Discord. Thank you guys so much for your support. Much love to every single one of you. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Peace out. Oh, and by the way, you guys are awesome.